Jack was on a desert island and found a piece of gold. He wanted to keep it a secret, but his friend Mike was watching. He called Mike over to help him test the stone. They used a lighter, and since the stone didn't change color, it seemed to be real gold. Excited, the two men started digging. They soon realized it wasn't just a piece of gold. It was a huge gold mine. They dug until night and still couldn't find the bottom. The thought of being rich for life made them both scream with joy. Mike suggested he drive to the city to get an excavator, which would take about 5 days. He would stay and guard the gold. But Jack said the gold was his discovery and insisted on guarding it himself. Jack didn't argue. The next day, Jack left. He took most of the water, claiming he needed it for the car. He left only a small amount for Mike and told him to hold on for 5 days. After Jack left, Mike reburied the gold. He set up a small tent next to a dead tree. The first day was fine, but the desert got very cold at night. On the second day, he went to find more wood and found a crashed airplane. This was a much better shelter from the sun and sand. The only problem was that he couldn't see the gold from there. So Mike took the plane apart and dragged the pieces back to the gold. He made a new tent from the parts. Through a window, he could just see the gold. Feeling safe, he fell asleep. But the sun was so hot that it burned his forehead through a crack in the plane parts. Worried he might die, he used a rock to break off a large piece of gold and was about to leave. Just then, Jack called. He told Mike he had found an excavator and was on his way back. This made Mike stay. He waited for 2 more days. He ran out of food and had only 1 bottle of water left. His sunburn was getting worse, and Jack still hadn't returned. Mike saw a car in the distance. He wanted to ask for help, but was too afraid to leave the gold. He just watched the car drive away. On the 5th day, Jack still wasn't there. Mike called him and asked where he was. Jack just said he'd be there soon. By this time, Mike was weak and was surrounded by wild dogs. He didn't know that Jack had been there for 2 days. Watching with a telescope, as Mike was attacked by the wild dogs, he realized Jack had tricked him. Even as he was dying, he was still thinking about the gold. Jack laughed happily, thinking all the gold was now his. But just as he was about to dig it up, an arrow hit him.